Hi everyone, my name is Walid and I am a civil engineer. In today's session, I am going to talk about the bridges in InfoWorks. So bridges are critical structures when modeling the hydraulics and InfoWorks. So let's get started. I have this InfoWorks open here. Now I am just going to import my model into my geoplan window. You can just drag and drop, and if you are following along, you can see how we can import all this information, all this data. I am now going to change my theme to turn on my section lines here so that I can explain a bit better. So, and now I'm going to search quick find. You can use Control F or you can just quick find. I am going to find my deck. Okay, so in InfoWorks is different from the bridge section is different from using Revit or Civil 3D or InfoWorks. What you look like is a bit different. So I will try to explain so that it becomes easier for you to understand. So in InfoWorks we have 5 components. Uh, I'll just quickly show you that we have the 5 components, 5 sections you can say. So number one is this upstream section. Like you can see, this will be the start of our bridge, and this will be the end of our bridge, and our bridge will be, like I will just bit can show you that this one will be our bridge from here to here. This will be, let's say, will be the crossing of the bridge. So consider this in mind, that this is the water flowing, and this is the bridge to pass cars or everything, and this is upstream area is called, before the bridge, this section is called contraction. So this is the contraction, and this up one, so this one is the contraction, and then before the bridge, and this one, the downstream one, once the water flows through the bridge and goes into the river, this portion is called expansion. So this is expansion once the water is crossed the bridge. And then we have 3 more components. So this then this one, the third one will be this one, the upstream cross section. You can see the 16 upstream. So upstream cross section is the one, and then we have 16 downstream section of the bridge. So these are all the components of this bridge, and this one is the deck. The deck where obviously the top deck from where the vehicles are moving, the people are passing through, is the deck. So number one was, I mentioned, is the contraction, and then number second is the expansion, and number 3 is the upstream cross section of the bridge and downstream cross section of the bridge, and 5th is the deck, the top deck of the bridge. So these are the 5 major components of the bridge here. So and you have to understand, this is the water passing through, and this will be the road. Like people will be walking from here to, like, this is the passing and this one is the passing. So the people will be passing from this way, and the water will be flowing this way, and the bridge we are going to draw will be from the link that I am going to show you next. So let's hope you understand these 5 components of the bridge. I also have this one mentioned here. If you would like to have this document, I will be happy to share. So contraction bridge is the cross section upstream of the bridge, and then the upstream bridge section is the the bridge section that is towards the upstream side, and then we have the downstream end of the bridge. Then we have the expansion reach, that once the water flows through the bridge, and then that portion is called the expansion reach. And then the deck, the cross section of the bridge deck, that means the top of the deck where vehicles are flowing. Okay, I hope this makes sense. And now I'm going to start designing our bridge. So in order to start with the bridge, we will first go to this cell. You can see here, and I'm going to draw a link, and then a new object, and then I will select from the upstream to my downstream and name it as a bridge. So this will be my bridge. I will click OK. Now you have seen here on my left the properties panel, a lot of information comes up with the bridge. This has all this section, you know, the contraction, and then the deck, and then the expansion reach, and in the bridge section we have upstream and downstream section area. So all of this one. So first thing first, I'm going to use the select tool and to select my bridge, and from the model I'm just going to create my build section from the lines. So I already have the section lines here. You can see I'm using those section lines and my bridge link to create a section. So build section, it comes up with this operations that what InfoWorks does to create the bridge section. So I'm just going to close this tab. Now you can see everything is changed to the dotted points and all is into the red. If you will select, everything will be selected together, and some of the data has been also populated. If you can see these dotted lines, it means the data has been populated. So if I will just click on the upstream, you can see the lines here. So this one is the section that our water is flowing, and this one you can see the pink one, it means the bridge has been constructed, the bridge has been incorporated into our river reach, and but this doesn't have any openings. We are now next going to create our openings into the bridge. I will show you in a second. And this one is the top deck. The gray thing you can see is the top deck of our bridge. So this is a water flowing, and this is the bridge opening that we haven't done yet, and this one is the deck. So now we should create our bridge opening. Similarly, for the bridge opening, we are going to use this creating the object thing. I am going to draw a line. Draw the line, create the new object, and this way will be what I am going to do is to draw a parallel line next to the bridge line, but a little extended, for example from here to here, and maybe parallel and a bit more extended from downstream and upstream. So I will click here. Now you can see I have one node and the second node, but this one is still here. So in order to exit this command, double click. I will double click it. Now it comes up with the name. I am going to name it as opening. I can say opening 1, and this one will be named as bridge opening. So this is the bridge opening. I will click OK. Now the new line comes up. So now I want to, this was a confusion that I also had. The opening, the line we have drawn, this one, but this line doesn't mean the opening is this way. This line means that water will be passing this way, but the opening that we will have will be this way. For example, one pier will be, like, say one pier is here and the second pier will be here, and the foundation of the bridges will be here, and the water will be flowing under the bridge in this way. That's why this line we draw from our upstream to our downstream. This means, so this line shows where the water will be flowing, where there shouldn't be any blockage of the water. But the opening will be at this one and then this one. So this is a bit confusion, bit complex thing in InfoWorks. So the 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 representation will be along the bridge, and then this representation is also not showing the length of the bridge, but it is shows the width of the bridge. So this is the width of the bridge. So I will mention that this is the width of the bridge, and the length of the bridge is from this to like this area. You can I hope you understand. So this is the key thing in InfoWorks, to make sure you understand that this one will be the width, and the length of the bridge, the people will be passing from here to here, and this line, the opening line we drew, is to show you that the water will pass in this direction from upstream to downstream. But this the width of this opening will be show that there is one pier here, and then the second pillar of the bridge will be here. So this will be the opening, something like this, and this is the width, and then will be the water flowing through. So this in InfoWorks, the bridge opening will be drawn from upstream to downstream. Hope this makes sense. It is a bit complex, yeah, but with practice you will understand. So now I have this opening here. I have these properties of my opening here. Now I am going to populate the data into my opening. So first thing is shape. So the shape I am going to use is a rectangular opening. So for the rectangular, you can have multiple like built-in openings into the InfoWorks, but RECT. So rectangle opening. I have some parameters here for my opening. So width is 23 and height is 1.2 meters. So width I will put it 23 and 1.2 will be my height, and my roughness is 0.011, and then length is 22.1. So the length of the bridge is the long section length is from here to here, it will be 22.1. And then I have the upstream invert level, that is 32.762, and my downstream is 32.750. So these invert levels come from these sections, this section and this section. So these are the invert level for my opening. And if you want to see the rectangle geometry, you can do is select this icon and open shape rectangle, and this one I am using the built-in, so I am just have my geometry here. So you can see this will be my opening. You can see the rectangle. So if you have any other kind of openings, or you have custom openings, that geometry you will be able to see that geometry into this this view. The shape of your openings can be seen from here, but as I am using the rectangle, so it's a rectangle here. So in case you want to see, but we still have one validation error that here says the bridge upstream node. So we are going to assign this opening will be to this bridge. So I'm going to select my bridge, and also going to control plus select my opening, and from the model my bridge, it says me that insert selected openings into the sections. Yes, now it comes up with the operations, and I close it, and now you can see that this error has gone, but it also, what it did, it just trimmed our opening. As you can see, previously we had this line, but here now we don't have any line, so it just use our bridge width, that this will be the width of the bridge, and it comes with the opening from 1 to 2nd. This will be the water will be passing underneath in this area of this bridge, and then we have some piers here and then here. So as you can see, now we have our opening, now we have our bridge ready. Now what we can do is we have to assign the boundary of this bridge. So I will just going to select my bridge and then go to my model and the bridge and build boundary from section ends. Click OK. Now this has click outside. Now this has created, this is the boundary and this area will not be included in our mesh. So, but one thing is, for example, if I want to see my openings, how my openings looks like in my drawing. So I will double click on my bridge and now I can see my upstream bridge section data. I will click this one. I can see that now we have the proper opening. Previously you have seen this all was graded pink because it doesn't have any opening, but now I already have this opening in the upstream, so the water will be flowing properly from the upstream that I can see. It's good. I will close this one. Now I am going to review my downstream bridge. Here you can see this opening is not looks proper because you can see that this bridge opening should be within this water flowing area. It is more tilted towards the right, and I want it, or we should want it, it should be something like the bridge should like this. The pillars of the bridge, the piers should be within this flowing path, but it, as you can see, it is just going the different way. So let's edit this one. First I am going to just delete my opening and then delete this opening as well. So I can see where I want somewhere here. So it should be, for example, like say this one or like this one. I can have my opening here. So I have my row selected here. Number 8. I am just going to do the opening one, and this one will be my left opening. I will give it the size to left, and this is the 3.475. So as we know, the width of the bridge is 23 meters. As you can see, the width of my bridge is 23 meters. So if I have first left of my opening is here, then I want, obviously this will be the width of the bridge, so the width is 23, so I want something after 23 meters. So this one you can see is 3.475, so this point is, let's say 3.475, and my width is 23 meters, so obviously I want some offset that is nearby 23 meters, like this one. 3 plus 23 or almost 26, so some of my right opening should be somewhere here. So let's do this one. So I'm just going to do is to select this one, right click, insert row at offset, yes. So 3.475 is the current left opening and my width is 23, so I'm going to sum this one into this one. So 23 plus 3 is 26, and then keep it 475. I will click OK. Now I'm going to find this number 26.475, this one. So this is the one that we have recently created, so somewhere here. So yes, I will be happy to have an opening here, opening, and this will be my right opening. So this one will, I want my opening here. So yeah, click somewhere. Now you can see that we have the proper opening within our river. So water will be passing through it, and now we can have the proper opening, and this one is our deck at the top where the load will be flowing. So this is how you can edit your opening as well. Now I'm just going to close this window, click OK. I am going to close this one. Now I can still find some of my errors, validation checks. It's because I don't have any roughnesses. You can see that roughness values, again roughness values, so some of the missing roughness values you can see into my data. So how we can you can populate the roughness data as we have done in previous videos, SQL queries. So let's create the SQL query. to update our roughness data. I am just going to quickly create the new stored query, bridge, and like for men. Double click to open this one and change it to bridge, and the SQL query that I have already created and saved it for easiness. So these are the references I will be using. So these are different for obviously different projects. First test it. It says yes, it is okay to run. I will save it and then run it. Now I'm again going to select my model, double click on my bridge. Now you can see that it has been saved. Some of the validation, oh yeah, this is a distances, so nothing very too much about me, and we have all other validation checks has been gone because we have used SQL query to just update our roughness metrics. So now if we want to see it in 3D view, so that in 3D view you will be better understand how these sections works and how the bridge looks like. So I will just click and select our model, yeah, and from here you can see this tool. This will be saying you that this will create our 3D model. So you click this one. Now I can see that I have a bridge. If I can see it in 3D, it's a bit, yeah, a little bit hard in InfoWorks, yeah. So now you can see is our bridge. So this one, the purple you can see was the opening rectangle that we used. So this is the rectangle and this is our deck. So this is the deck of our bridge, and this is the downstream phase, that is the downstream section of our bridge, and this was the expansion area, and the upstream is the contraction section of the river, contraction section of the bridge, and then we have the front face of the bridge, and this is the back face of the bridge, and this is the expansion, and then this is the deck we have. And if I will show you, and this is a bridge, if I will show you from this view, so this one is called the contraction, this is the expansion, and then obviously this one is the front face of the bridge, upstream section, downstream section, the back face of the bridge, and this is deck, the center line of the deck, like people will be passing from this area. And for the opening that we have created, that is shown in this purple area, you can see the purple as we can see in the geometry as well. So this is how you can also see your bridge in 3D in InfoWorks, your model in InfoWorks, to better understand, to better make changes, how your bridge is. So that if once we run the model for the hydraulics, it will pass under the bridge. Otherwise, if you don't have your openings, obviously the model will show the flooding outside. It wasn't passing the water underneath the bridge. So yeah, this is it. I know this was quite intensive for you guys, but obviously this is a critical section in the bridges, and bridges are the very critical part of the rivers structures. So I hope guys you got a better understanding of the bridges, how works in the InfoWorks. So if you have any questions or any queries, you can just ask in the comment section. See you in next video. Peace out.